¿Qué hace, loco? Seguimos con Technomancer. Yo ya no sé, me parece que falta poco, ¿no? Qué feo que sos, loco. ¿De qué me vas a
Praise to the
acordar?
shadow. You are here. I was getting worried about you.
Hay unos mutantes en
What's
Fallout
going on,
también que son
Scout?
parecidos, ¿no?
Kane is moving to take power. He came with dozens of followers, killed many who stood in his way, threatened to do the same to countless more. As for you and I, Phobos, I promise that he has already planned our deaths.
Zachariah, it is not my life I worry for. He will kill any and all who stand against him. He will wipe out human cities, destroying those with little more than sticks and rocks to defend themselves. Blood will drench this planet.
And I'm sure all our names are probably topping the list. And we better make a move before it's too late.
Ujú.
One of my ostriches is limping. I think she's hurt. Have you tried the blight lichen?
Uh, guarda que envenena, ¿eh? Tenemos que detener a The Car Kane. Alto diablo, ¿eh?
It would seem
Tengo miedo. Vamos a guardarlo por las dudas. The Car Kane.
they have blocked the doors to stop potential disruptions to the blood
¿Qué onda,
bank they
loco?
have prepared. I know of another way in, though. Follow me.
Your brother Cain has lost his mind. He wishes to set up a regime built upon fear, yet he suffered from something similar. He should understand that what he wants couldn't be achieved using violent means.
I don't think he's too worried about his allies or the consequences of his actions. He only cares for power and the methods to gain it.
Viste que son confusos los simbolitos.
The fool who believed he was a more worthy chief than me. It is now my way or no way. Follow me, or follow death.
But you'll never change, Cain. Is your only path the one stained with blood, paved with hate? The same hate destroying your own people! Look around! This valley was once filled with peace, but is now filled with gravestones! You cannot continue to lead our people down this road!
You have gone too far, Cain. Fight someone your own size.
Do not kill him. Even if his heart pumps with pure hatred, spilling it makes us no better than he. It ensures more blood will follow. Please, be better than he is.
Scum. If I were as good as you, I would not be me. And that is all I can be. One cannot continue to trim a weed that will not stop growing and spreading its seeds. One must rip it out by the roots. He will start wars among us, or between us. He cannot live another breath.
Scum's a good guy. All he wants is peace. The valley needs someone like him to lead them. Even if I think Phobos would be a better choice in other ways.
Very kind of you to say, Nisha.
Not being kind, I'm being honest. Your people will have to fight to free your brothers and win the right to live free among the corporations. I don't think he's got it in him to lead your people into battle. That's all.
Zachariah, you are living proof that our people can live in harmony. You have helped us enormously, but now I believe it is time to make a decision.
We must present a chief to the assembly.
The time for speaking, I am afraid, is dwindling. If our internal quarrels give rise to conflict within our own, we need someone to unite us. We must walk as one race, place differences aside.
Then it should be you. There is no mutant who lacks respect for you. And unlike Cain, your leadership will not spill blood.
As a strategist, though, you are greatly respected as well. Perhaps it is you who should run.
¿Qué hacemos? Voy a perder a Phobos.
I know it may not be my place to give an opinion, but I think that it makes sense for you to be chief, Scum. You inspire them, and that's what they need.
Perhaps you are correct, Zachariah. Though the fear of needing to be not just a chief, but a strategist that must lead a charge to free our brothers, I do not know. But we shall see what my people have to say.
Then you will not rule alone. If my people can use me as well, then I will stay here with you.
This news lifts my heart and eases my burden.
I am sorry, Zachariah. You know that I will help you however I can, but in these times, I must also consider my people's cause. I
Ah,
must
me
stay
abandonó
with them.
igual.
Can't say I'm not disappointed, but I don't blame you,
Solete,
Phobos.
loco.
I'd do the same.
Humbly he stands before you. Once we spoke like this, remember? When we were bound in our chains. But that's behind us. And today, myself, Scum, in this valley that is ours, can finally say, I! And such freedom was bought with blood of our fallen brothers. Hear me when I speak these words. I also have the belief that our found freedom must be shared. And for that reason, let us rise, but with no violence, without freedom taken by crushing down those who, too, were once our brothers. So might we all be brothers someday, even those who once bathed in our humiliation. In my dreams, I see a planet where mutants and men live together, break bread together, bear witness as their kin play together. Let us not create adversaries with wrath, or become the cruelty once shown to us. Instead, let us show mercy, and in that mercy, let there lie our road to peace. And with the Shadow's mercy, may this dream of freedom and equality spread across the surface of our planet.
Zachariah, we must talk.
About what?
This is your safe house. The ASC cannot reach you here, correct?
That's the hope.
But consider this. Even if Victor cannot reach you here, how many times has he tried to impede you, to track you? You've already had to escape from his grasp twice. Perhaps the time has come to be less passive, to gather your allies and take the offensive for once. Word of the power he accumulates in the People's Assembly of Abundance is terrifying. I speak not of violence, but perhaps of some other way to bring him down. With all that you have done for so many, I am certain many would be more than willing to come to your aid, and even more invigorated when that aid will bring such a tyrant to his knees. You have our support, the Technomancers, and any others you can gather. And from the great heights to which he has climbed, the fall will be tremendous. He will not recover.
Maybe you're right. Maybe it is time to take the offensive.
I know you were looking forward to a break, but he's got a point. Consider what you're after. Talk to Dandolo. Pick his brain. Even though he isn't an Ophir, he has a lot of resources, and most importantly, politics is his element. At the same time, you need to tread carefully. He hates crooks so much that if you suddenly decide to ask Anton Rogue for help, Dandolo surely won't want to give you the time of day. Have to admit, I'm not even sure if I could stand the idea of an alliance with the Vori.
Greetings, Zachariah.
I think it's time I answered Victor's constant attacks. I'm gonna need help, though.
That's what family is for, Zachariah. We are family, united by the mutual suffering inflicted by Victor.
¿Será el
His
final
time
ya?
to pay for all he's done has come. We are united in that.
Bien. Hay misiones secundarias ahí para hacer también.
We're lucky that scum in Phobos managed to stop Cain. That crazy zealot would have led us to the grave.
Scott, what happened to you? Where were you?
I had a few problems. I
Ah,
got
apareció, mira.
lost. Yeah, that's it. I got lost. These nice people brought me back, and here I am. I am a little tired now.
Thank you for bringing him back here.
Encontrar a Scott Seeker en el cañón. Ah, mirá, la puede fallar. Firpile Anton. Vamos a pedir ayuda a este príncipe. Dándolos. Lo bueno de Score Seeker es que te cura. Y dispara. Está bueno para disparar de lejos. O sea que Amelia Rachel es medio tanque también.
Zachariah, what can I do for you?
I need allies to fight Victor in the ASC.
Then you came to the right place. The bastard came to our doorstep and threatened us. Sent thugs to capture one of our own who came in peace, seeking refuge. There's not a day that goes by that he doesn't grab and gain more power. The time's come to bring Victor down. You not only have me on your side, Mancer, but all of Noctis.
Yo supongo que todo conlleva que cuanto más misiones o puntos positivos tenés en ciertas, ¿cómo decirlo? Reputación para para ciertos grupos de personas, si al fin y al cabo te van a acompañar o no, ¿no? Bien. Voy a venir por acá mejor. Una cosa. Anton Rowe. Volver al Valle de los Mutantes. A ver. Vamos por acá. ¿Una no es la capitana? ¿La que me daba misiones al principio? Ahora tengo que pelear. Madre, qué canso. Aumenta la resistencia a todos los daños durante este tipo de combate.
Captain, good to see you. I know this will sound crazy, but I need your help. The armies. I think I've come up with a way to turn the assembly against Victor, but for it to work, I'm gonna need allies.
That's not crazy, Zach. He's out of control. Something needs to be done. The army always remembers a good soldier's loyalty. Sure as hell can't help you officially, but we'll do anything we can for you under the table.
Bien. Y ahora nos queda uno. ¿Quién será el otro? Que tengo que hacer la alianza. Perdón, tenía en mute. Los barrios bajos, ya sé con quién vamos a hablar. Ya sé. Con el tipo que está ahí en el escritorio. Con el que... ¿Cómo se llama? Ah, el capo mafia, ¿no?
Aurora's dowser?
What? That he was killed? It's all BS if you ask me. If there was 1 ounce of truth, yes.
You ain't wanted here,
I know
pal.
Anton and
Piss
the
off!
They exploit the poor, and always try to get their greedy little fingers into every corner of the planet. Plus, you know damn well that Nolo won't take an alliance with anyone who works with them. And if you win, how much power would Anton Rogue walk away?
Voy a grabarlo, por las dudas. Vamos.
Mr. Mancer, the sight of your face.
If I'm gonna destabilize Colonel Victor, I'm gonna need some allies.
Then you better keep looking, Mr. Mancer. Unfortunately, the allies you've already made aren't folks I consider or want as my own. Goodbye.
Era obvio.
I gotta go.
Then
Era obvio. Bueno, vámonos. Ah. Por todos lados, loco, ¿eh? Ah, mira. No sé si me va. Ah, esta, ¿sabes quién es? La chica. Viste que había un grupito acá de chicas que de hecho rescatamos a unas que se olvidaba, tenían problemas de memoria. A ver si nos ayuda, ¿no? Bueno, básicamente.
Hey, over here. Please, I need to talk to you.
Hello there, Zachariah. What the...
Well, now that you're asking, with Victor and the ASC after me, my only options are to keep running or retaliate. To retaliate, though, I need some allies.
I know you're right. No, it's a worthy war you'll wage. Now I owe you.
No
I
me lo
can't
da.
risk joining with you, Zachariah. Don't know you well enough to trust you. I am sorry.
Chao.
Yeah.
No hard feelings. Had to ask.
Hey, hey,
Estamos solos, ¿eh?
please.
Eso por no hacer las misiones secundarias.
read the news on the wall. A prison camp riot led to a mass mutant breakout.
Bueno, tengo a los Technomancer, a los de Noctis y a los... ¿Cómo se llama? Nada, de los deformes, esto, son 3 y me rechazaron 2. Bueno. Otra vez, loco. Nah. Paso, loco. Chao. No, déjame bajar. Otra vez. ¿Me podré ir? Otra. Dios, cómo cansa, Ya no los puedo esquivar. Porque tengo que abrir la puerta y no me da la acción.
Here we come.
Someone sounds excited.
Well, duh, the landscape's drop-dead gorgeous. As for the city, integrating with the valley's natural overhangs and alcoves to avoid using a metal dome, you're a genius. It makes me worry about getting fried. And we'll always be strangers there.
For now, most mutants don't have an innate hatred for humans. We just need to give them time to heal.
Still, we'll never be able to walk a mile in their shoes. And for that, we'll always be outsiders. I ain't mad, though. If I were them, it'd be my personal mission to fuck up every single humanoid who said good day to me.
Don't stress out about the roof. You won't be instantly mutated. I have heard tales. But yeah, what a beautiful place. Natural, organic, how refreshing. Humans should take notes.
This city makes me sad.
You're not gonna cry, are ya? I just had these seats cleaned.
I mean, I think I would have liked to, know before of its success. It's all right. Sad is too grandiose. Wistful, yes, wistful. By Jove, I've done it.
I'm pleased Scum was chosen. He has already proven he can lead our people. And his speech was so...
Bueno, ¿te vendrá la pelea final?
Now that we are at full strength, we must devise a way to compromise Victor's popularity at the Assembly.
I've got a lead. There's this grizzled old general who's been bitching about the lack of info he gets about Aurora. Right now, he's the only one with the balls to call Victor the Dictator incompetent. According to him, the Aurora Dowser's down shit creek and may have been booted off his post. If we can prove that General is right, it isn't just some senile old man. Maybe the Army's head honchos will be pissed enough at the Colonel to kick his buns in the sun.
But we would need hard evidence.
I'm almost positive that Dandolo can help us. Noctis sends merchants everywhere, after all.
We also have some connections with Technomancers over there. They should be able to tell us what happened.
We could try Anton. Aurora's a little far, but there's no place that's safe from Anton's little birds.
It's a start.
Even if abundance is run from the top down, members of the Assembly would pay attention to uprisings. Some of your local allies could help you stir up some anger in the masses. The ASC has made their lives miserable for months. People are arrested on a whisper, live huddled in fear. It would not take much to spark the powder keg.
It's a good idea, but we can't influence entire populations by ourselves. We'd need allies hidden among the people.
Back when I was an artist, I got into some altercations with Assembly members who thought my shows were blasphemy. Maybe it was because I didn't say "Hail to the Shadow" 50 times. I can't say for sure, but if we could get them to think that Victor isn't a devout believer, we could get the large religious sect of the Assembly to revoke their support and demand his banishment. Or we could just give them a little nudge in the right direction by making them believe Victor steals relics for his own use.
We'd have to stage an elaborate setup, but I like it. After all, Trickster must get what he gives. We'll need volunteers that can pretend to be ASC. The plan is right up Anton's alley. It's possible for Dandolo or the opposition to help us out too.
One last thing. I was told the High Judge endorses all of Victor's decisions, even though I know for a fact that he hates him, which is more than a bit strange. The judge is such an honest man.
Or if you're in the mood to make a scandal, I've got everything we need. Did you know that Victor employs young women to worm out information on men he keeps tabs on? And I'm not Victor, but I have a feeling he used that info to blackmail these same men. If we can prove it, the Assembly would have a major meltdown. Their beloved colonel, a pimp? To find evidence of his trafficking, we could look for the orders he gave his goons. Have you seen his hands? Far too immaculate to be doing this dirty work himself.
Back in my days as an officer, I ran into a band of girls, and I think this exploited girls topic may interest them. Maybe enough for them to help us.
Indeed. How's this? I've heard that a small faction of the Assembly blindly backs up Victor, no matter how crazy the project is. So I believe it almost certain that their chief of this faction was bribed. So unless we bribe him ourselves, we'll have to silence him.
It's not ideal, but I have no way of finding out what dirt the ASC has on that man. We'll have to go without his support, and hope we can get enough voters elsewhere.
All these ideas will indeed cut off Victor from his support network.
But
this is going to sound self-interested, but if we could help the mutants escape from the pen, it would expedite the Colonel's downfall. The people and the Assembly would be outraged to know that after decades of civilized control, Victor was the one who couldn't keep them in check. I'd like to see the Colonel try to justify his mistake of so many slaves, particularly ones notorious for their feeble minds.
no, it's not selfish. It's a good plan. We're gonna help mutants in the pen prepare their escape. After a mass breakout like that, his reputation will never be the same. Thank you, all of you, for the ideas. Now let's make them happen.
Uh, Lo bueno es que puedo subir de nivel. Una vez más. Lanza un ataque especial. Le otorga resistencia a la interrupción sobre enemigos con armadura reducida. Bueno, yo creo que ya estamos casi llegando al final. Nos parecieron un montón de misiones principales ahora para hacer. Vamos a dejar el capítulo de acá. Si el video te gustó, dale like, compartí, suscríbete, activa la campanita que te avisa cuando subo videos. Te mando un fuerte abrazo y nos vemos en el próximo capítulo. Adiós.